All right, let's dive into a topic that, let's be real, is on pretty much every parent's mind these days. How in the world do we manage screens and digital life in our families? Finding that balance between connection and constant conflict can feel, well, impossible sometimes.
So, does this question hit a little too close to home? You ask them to put the phone away at dinner, and suddenly you're in a full blown negotiation. Yeah, if you're nodding along right now, I promise you, you are in very, very good company. This has become the new normal for so many of us.
And look, let's just get this out of the way. We can't put the genie back in the bottle. From homework and research to just, talking with their friends, tech is woven into the very fabric of our kids' lives. So the real question isn't about getting rid of it. It's about figuring out how to live with it.
So, let's really unpack what we're calling the modern screen dilemma. Because it really is a balancing act, right? And getting to the heart of the problem is absolutely the first step to finding a solution that actually works. This right here, this is the core of it. On one hand, these devices are amazing. They can connect us, they can teach us things, but on the other hand, when it's not managed, it can just wreck sleep schedules, tank moods, and become this constant source of friction in the house. No wonder it feels so exhausting to deal with. And this isn't some rare niche problem. This is for any parent who's worried their kid is gaming a little too much, for any family that feels like they're just tired of fighting over phones all the time. It's for anyone trying to keep their kids safe online. It is a universal challenge in the world we live in today. Okay, so what do these struggles actually sound and feel like day to day? Let's pinpoint some of those common family flashpoints. Those specific moments that just seem to set everything off. I'm willing to bet some of these look pretty familiar. It's that pushback you get the second you say, "Time's up." It's that little blue glow coming from under their bedroom doorway way past bedtime. Or maybe it's just that quiet, nagging feeling that you're losing that real face-to-face family connection. These are all symptoms that the system you've got just isn't working anymore. But here is the good news, I promise. It absolutely does not have to be this way. There is a path to balance, and it all starts by shifting our thinking from fighting a battle to building a strategy. Now, this slide is fantastic because it lays it all out. That old approach on the left, that's reactive. It's all power struggles, sudden punishments, and just constant fighting. The supportive approach on the right is proactive. It's about being a coach, not a cop. It's about setting clear rules together and creating routines that everyone can stick to. It's about trading that conflict for cooperation. And this quote, this really gets to the heart of that new approach. Instead of getting obsessed with counting every single minute of screen time, let's zoom out. Let's ask bigger questions. Is what they're doing on that screen creative? Or is it just mindless scrolling? Is it balanced with friends and sports and family dinner? Honestly, just making that mental shift is a total game changer. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's talk about some strategies that actually work. Because knowing the goal is great, but you need a roadmap to get there. This is the how-to part, with things you can literally start trying tonight. This is it, the million-dollar question. How do we set some healthy limits without starting World War III in the living room every single night? You're tired of the fighting, I get it. So what's the secret? Think of this 4-step method as your new game plan. First, set rules together. When they have a say, they have some ownership. Second, go slow. Don't just snatch the device away forever. Gradual changes are way more likely to stick. Third, praise them. Catch them being responsible and make a big deal about it. Positive reinforcement is so much more powerful than punishment. And finally, number 4, you have to offer something better. Make offline life fun so logging off doesn't feel like they're being sent to their room. And now, the next level of difficulty, teenagers. For them, social media isn't just a game. It can feel like their entire social lifeline, which makes setting boundaries feel, well, almost impossible. So with teens, the strategy shifts. It's less about strict control and way more about guidance. Having tech-free zones, especially the bedroom at night, is non-negotiable for their health. But just as crucial is talking to them, creating a space where they can tell you about their online world without fear of you freaking out. The goal is to guide them to be smart, safe digital citizens, not to just police their every click. So as we start to wrap this up, let's bring it all back to the main goal.
This whole journey is about moving from conflict to connection. It's about fundamentally changing the dynamic in your home so that technology isn't the enemy anymore.
And that's the end game, right? To reframe this whole thing. Let's stop seeing phones and tablets as the source of all our problems and start shaping their use so they become tools. Tools for learning, for creating, for connecting, all in a way that is healthy and balanced. I want to leave you with this one last thought because it is so incredibly important. This is not about being anti-tech. It's about being pro-family. It's about you, the parent, being intentional and deciding what role technology is going to play in your home. It's about putting your family's well-being first. You can absolutely regain control and decide that technology is going to serve your family, not the other way around.